Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in singing, O Canada.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. My name is Robert Thirsk, and I'm the Chancellor of the University of Calgary. It's my honor to declare Convocation officially convened. Please take your seats and rest comfortably. I take this opportunity to acknowledge the traditional territories of the Blackfoot and the people of the Treaty 7 region of southern Alberta, which include the Siksika, the Piikani, the Gaena, the Tsuut'ina, and the Stoney Nakoda First Nations, including Chiniki, Bearspaw, and Wesley First Nation. The University of Calgary is situated adjacent to land where the Bow River meets the Elbow River. The traditional Blackfoot name of this place is Mohkinstsis, which we now call the city of Calgary. The city of Calgary is also home to the Métis Nation of Alberta, Region 3. It's a pleasure to welcome today's graduates, along with their family and friends, to this afternoon's convocation ceremony. University President and Vice-Chancellor Dr. Elizabeth Cannon and I are pleased to welcome honorary degree recipient Senator Murray Sinclair and Order of University of Calgary recipient Joanne Mungafuk. Welcome also Mr. Gordon Ritchie, Chair of our Board of Governors, Ms. Britt Paris, President of the Graduate Students Association, members of our Board of Governors, the Alumni Association Board of Directors, the University Senate, our senior leadership team, members of the Students' Union, and the Graduate Students Association. Welcome to Dr. Drew Marshall, Provost and Vice President Academic, Dr. Paulo Federico, our distinguished graduate, Dr. Richard Haskane, former Chair of the Board of Governors and past honorary degree recipient, Dr. Joanne Cuthbertson, Chancellor Emerita and past honorary degree recipient. Welcome also past honorary degree recipients, the Honorable Dr. Constance Hunt, Dr. Alan Markin, and Dr. Francis Wright. A special welcome to professors and staff from the Faculty of Graduate Studies, the Cummings School of Medicine, the Faculty of Law, the Faculty of Nursing, and the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine. Thank you all for working so hard over the years to support our graduates. To family and friends, you're here celebrating with a mixture of pride, joy, and a shared sense of accomplishment. You've stood by your graduates over the course of their degree, offering words of encouragement, a voice of reason, and the occasional shoulder to cry on. Thanks to each of you for your love and support you've given to our graduates. In fact, graduates, Let's pause for a moment, because what I just said is important. As you know, we're currently in the middle of the Stanley Cup Finals. One of the greatest traditions of hockey is that immediately after putting the puck in the net, the scorer will turn to the person who got the assist and will point to them so that everyone in the arena knows who set up the goal. This upholds the notion that hockey is a team sport. Well, post-secondary education is also a team sport. Graduates, do me a favor, look around and find your family and friends in the bleachers. In fact, graduates, please stand. Please stand, graduates, and point to those people who assisted you in graduating today. Yes, wave and cheer, make some noise. Show them you're grateful for all that they've done to support and encourage you. Let's all give the family and friends a round of applause. Thank you, graduates. Have a seat. To the assembled graduates, congratulations. You are the University of Calgary's class of 2017. Woohoo! And as you know, our university celebrated a significant milestone last year when we turned 50 years old. Your graduation will forever and uniquely kick off the next half century of pride at the University of Calgary. And as you know, it's also Canada's 150th anniversary this year, so you are graduating at a particularly special time in history. Besides celebration, Convocation is also a time for reflection. Whenever we reach a milestone, it's appropriate to pause and take stock of what just happened. For many of the undergraduates here today, your first week at the University of Calgary began several years ago with student orientation and an induction ceremony. I attended last year's induction ceremony, and I enjoyed the remarks to the first-year students by a recent graduate named Nolan Hill. I was particularly intrigued by Nolan's statement that today he is a transformed person with different skills, attitudes, and perspectives than 4 years ago when he began his undergraduate education. How has time spent at the University of Calgary transformed you? You are undoubtedly more independent with new knowledge and skills. Your perspectives about our world and your personal relationships have evolved. Your beliefs and priorities have changed, and you're more confident than when you first stepped on our campus. How did this transformation happen? Well, your experiences in lectures, labs, and tutorials had something to do with it. So did your positive relationships with professors, TAs, and other students. Your involvement in clubs, sports, and student government stretched you. The unique culture at the University of Calgary that focuses on research, hands-on experiences, and entrepreneurial thinking also played a role. So the barrage of quizzes, midterms, finals, term papers, and projects has been nonstop. The pace has been rapid and not always fun. Of all phases of life, perhaps the university years are the most dynamic. Be aware, however, that personal transformation is not limited to academia. Humans evolve and progress throughout our lifetimes. Ongoing life experiences spark personal growth to become vibrant, resilient, self-reliant, problem-solving citizens. We constantly change and grow. If I had the capability to go back in time and to give advice to 22-year-old me, I would recommend that I take more time for self-reflection, reflecting on where I came from, how I got here, and where life could potentially take me. Someone once said, if you don't measure it, you can't manage it. Of course, as an astronaut, I buy into that. If I don't have feedback from the Canadarm2 position and rate sensors, then I can't control the robot arm's trajectory to maneuver a payload around the outside of the space station. This measuring and managing axiom also applies to life in general. We need to regularly measure what has transpired in our lives and manage our future the way we'd like. We shouldn't let life control us. We shouldn't go with the flow. We need to be in charge. So here's a suggestion. Divide the rest of your life up into 4-year increments, as though life is a series of university degrees. Pause at the end of each increment to ask yourself if your life has undergone significant change and if you're transforming as a person. If the pace of change slows or stops, we need to be concerned. If I'm doing the same things in the same ways I did 4 years ago, then something is amiss. If the way I conduct a spacewalk or make a public presentation or plan an event is the same as previously, then I'm not innovating nor progressing. If the opinions that I hold today are the same as they were 4 years ago, then I'm in a rut. You've been a student at the University of Calgary and excelled with flair. As you leave our campus, become a student of life, a lifelong learner, a lifelong producer. And that approach will produce transformation in your personal life as well as change in the world. I'll close by saying that what happens next in your life matters to us. We'll watch with pride as you make your mark in the world, and as alumni, you will always remain part of the University of Calgary family. We wish you continued success and happiness. I now invite President and Vice-Chancellor Elizabeth Cannon to come forward to address Convocation.
Thank you, Chancellor Thirsk. Graduands, faculty, staff, alumni, family, and friends, good afternoon and welcome. Thank you for joining us on this very special occasion. I'd like to send a warm welcome to our many distinguished guests, our honorary degree recipient, Senator Murray Sinclair, our Order of the University of Calgary recipient, Joanne Mungafuik, our distinguished graduate, Dr. Paulo Federico, members of our board, Senate, and senior leadership team, as well as representatives of our Students' Union and Graduate Student Association, and all of the many faculty, staff, alumni, and friends and family who've come here today to show such wonderful support for this year's graduating class. And a special welcome to you, our graduands, as we celebrate this very important milestone in your lives. Today is a defining moment that marks just how far you've come of the course of your student experience. You've faced many challenges and opportunities, and in response, you've grown personally, professionally, and intellectually. The last few years have been a time of true self-discovery, and each one of you is a different person because of it. At the same time that you can look back and feel proud of all that you've accomplished, you can also look forward to the many new challenges and opportunities that lie ahead. You are part of a unique generation of creative and innovative thinkers. You care about making a difference. And our university is incredibly proud to count you as our own. We're not the only ones who are feeling pride today. All of your family and friends and other supporters join us in recognizing your hard work and the tremendous potential you hold for the future. So as you prepare to cross the stage today, I hope you stand tall and take pride in all that you've accomplished. Now, I'm joined on this stage by those who care deeply about excellence in learning. They're passionate about the quality of higher education, and they're dedicated to the success of our students. Please join me in thanking them, the faculty and staff of the University of Calgary, members of the board and Senate, and chancellors past and present. Those on stage, please stand so we can thank you for your commitment to our students and our university. Thank you. Every convocation is a once-in-a-lifetime experience, and as a president of this university, I consider it a great honor to preside over this special tradition. Each year, we have students who have achieved the extraordinary in their academic work, their community service, and their dedication to making a positive impact. I'd like to share two of these inspiring stories from this graduating class. The first is of Christian Petersen, who graduates today from the Doctor of Veterinary Medicine program. Christian has worked with horses most of his life, including many years spent working as a guide, rancher, and farrier. This passion has fueled his new career as an equine veterinarian, and even at this early stage, Christian has already made a significant contribution to his field. During the summer of his second year, Christian began developing a fiberglass model of a horse head to help veterinary students practice a procedure called nasogastric intubation. This procedure is common in equine medicine, but is difficult to learn. Now with Christian's model, veterinary students can practice their technique much more easily. Christian's creative problem solving will benefit future veterinarians for many years to come. Congratulations, Christian. Our next student story is of Jana Krone, who graduates today with a Juris Doctor degree. Jana is an example of exceptional multidisciplinary achievement as she makes the transition from a rewarding career in music and the arts to a promising career in law. Jana loved the strategic elements of her work with lawyers in the music business, and this motivated her to pursue a law degree at our university. During her time here, Jana has been the senior managing editor with the faculty student newspaper, and she has volunteered with the Pro Bono Students Canada on the Emergency Protection Order Project for victims of domestic violence, to name just a few of her numerous contributions. Jana has inspired many others with her poise, focus, and dedication to helping others. Congratulations, Jana. These stories are just a few examples of the exceptional leadership in our students. Together, you demonstrate this university's shared values of collaboration, excellence, and curiosity. And I know this because I've had the opportunity to witness it firsthand. Over this past year, the University of Calgary celebrated our 50th anniversary with a series of regional alumni events. I had the opportunity to connect with alumni living and working here in Calgary and in places like Hong Kong, New York, Toronto, San Francisco, amongst many others. These alumni were inspiring in all manner of ways, but two things were obvious: the tremendous pride these alumni had in their alma mater and the extraordinary level of accomplishment that they had reached. These alumni, and all of you here today, demonstrate what is possible when we invest in our students. Given the right support and resources, you are capable of sparking such positive change in our city and around the world. And recognizing this fact, our university reached out to the community to energize our Eyes High strategy as a legacy of our 50th anniversary. We received over 10,000 different points of engagement from people like you to find out how our university should continuously support the success of this generation and future generations. Two key areas really stood out from this feedback. One was in student experience and also in campus culture. This is about having the opportunity to conduct your own research, test your ideas, start a business, contribute to the community, and to connect with other learners and experts. It can make the difference. We want to continue to foster these experiences and offer even more to help our students excel in a culture that is welcoming, respectful of diversity, and able to develop honest two-way conversations. That's why we've woven both student experience and campus culture throughout our Energized Eyes High strategy. We're advancing opportunities to help our students and faculty thrive as innovators with programs like the newly launched Hunter Hub for Entrepreneurial Thinking. The Hunter Hub is made possible by a $40 million gift from the Hunter family, which was announced just last week. They want to ensure that the University of Calgary is indeed Canada's most entrepreneurial university in the country's most enterprising city. This is our investment in you, and it has been worth it. You are leaders and creators, problem solvers and change makers, who join an alumni community of more than 170,000 members in 152 countries. You have the talent and the education to take you wherever you want to go, and I know that you each will go far. Congratulations to each and every one of you, and please keep your eyes high. Thank you. I would now like to ask Joanne Mungafuik, recipient of the Order of the University of Calgary, to please stand. The university draws its strength from its community, its students, its faculty, its staff, and its alumni. The Order of the University of Calgary honors those within the university family who have brought great honor to the university. Joanne Mungafuik is a deserving recipient of the Order. Joanne is a proud University of Calgary alumna and an expert in the areas of archives and information management, freedom of information and protection of privacy, and policy development. She is also a dedicated collaborator, mentor to her peers and to students, and a champion of lifelong learning. As one of the university's longest-serving staff members, Joanne began her career in archives 30 years ago, then became university archivist and later senior specialist, FOIP and policy. She created and implemented a robust suite of policies, procedures, and operating standards that remain in place today to ensure the interests of universities and colleges are considered and included under the FOIP Act. Joanne has enhanced the University of Calgary's reputation provincially and nationally through her countless hours of volunteering for the archival community. Her remarkable impact stems from her personal qualities of determination, resilience, moral courage, and resiliency. Thanks to Joanne's work, the University of Calgary is recognized nationally for being at the forefront of university access and privacy, archives programming, and information governance. In addition, Joanne is graduating today with a Juris Doctor degree. Eminent Chancellor, I present to you Joanne Mungafuik, a true citizen of the University of Calgary. Invite you to admit her as a member of the Order of the University of Calgary in recognition of her exemplary and distinguished service to the university.
Joanne, it's my pleasure to admit you as a member of the Order of the University of Calgary. Congratulations. We're going to do some photos here.
I would now like to introduce Patrick Finn, our university orator, who will deliver the citation for our honorary degree recipient.
Murray Sinclair, please stand. Eminent Chancellor, Madam President, members of the Senate and the Board of Governors, honored guests, fellow faculty, graduates. The giving of names is a powerful practice found in all times and places. Names tell the story of our walk on this sacred ground, the ground of Treaty 7, of Canada, and of Turtle Island. To name this person, we say, the Honorable Senator Murray Sinclair. To name this person in Ojibwe, we say, Mizanai Gijek, meaning the one who speaks of pictures in the sky. But this honoree has traveled with many names: Athlete of the Year, valedictorian, cadet, lawyer, justice, doctor, husband, father, friend, elder, and senator. To name the place where we honor him, we say, the University of Calgary. To name this place, we say, Mohula Togum Suas. In Gaelic, I will lift up mine eyes. And today, we lift up our eyes to the one who speaks of pictures in the sky. We practice here an ancient ritual, cataloging the journey the recipient has walked. Murray Sinclair, Mizanai Gijek, has walked a path over such great distances and in so many directions we could speak for days. Consider the eyes and feet of this man. His eyes have shared pictures from the sky of justice, reconciliation, of our past, present, and future. His feet, when young, moved so swiftly he left us behind, then slowed so we could join, walking the land and walking our shared and deeply complicated history. He has walked with others in honor of the work of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, which his eyes oversaw. And walking together with those hard truths, he again ventured ahead, delivering a report filled with stories that need to be told, heard, and honored. Most memorably, he said, reconciliation is about forging and maintaining respectful relationships. There are no shortcuts. Eminent Chancellor, I present to you Mizanai Gijek, the Honorable Senator Murray Sinclair, whose work in the study and practice of law has lifted up the lives of neglected children, of those whose voices are unheard, and of the very conscience of this land and its people. His professional attributes are of the highest order, but are outpaced by a lifetime of contributions to social justice built from his ability to see pictures in the sky and the fortitude needed to walk the hard road on a quest for genuine change. He arrives here today, a man who has taken no shortcuts. On behalf of the Senate and the University of Calgary, I invite you to invest him with the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
I admit you, Murray Sinclair, to the degree Doctor of Laws, honoris causa, and grant you all the rights and privileges, powers and responsibilities pertaining to this degree. Congratulations.
Bonjour, Mekonosutuk, Mizanigijik, Indigenous Kego Dodem. They told me that I had 10 minutes to speak to you. So here's my 10-minute speech. Chancellor, Madam President, members of faculty, elders, honored guests, graduates, ladies and gentlemen, family members who are the ones with the faces filled with relief, I recognize you too. And a special recognition, if there are any in the room who are survivors of the residential school experience or the intergenerational survivors. I just want to acknowledge you and ask, if you are here, would you please stand so I can acknowledge you? Thank you. Well, this is an important day for all of us. It's an important day for you, especially graduates, because this is the day when you have to start thinking about paying back your student loans. It's an important day for your family because now they can begin thinking about when you're going to move out. And it's an important day for the community here because now you are going to be let loose on the world, armed with the knowledge, the training, and the voices of experience that have been filling your head with ideas and thoughts, problems and solutions, and a means by which we can deal with some of society's huge challenges. I want to talk to you for a little bit, if I can, about the one that has engaged my life for the last little while, and that is the issue of reconciliation and your role in it. As you know, for many years, the Government of Canada and society at large spent a lot of time trying to kill the Indian and the children of Indigenous families for so long. And that included the Métis and the Inuit children as well, who were taken away from their families in large numbers and placed in institutions called residential schools. While they called them schools, they were not in fact schools. They were nothing more than centers of indoctrination designed to take away their culture from them and their language and to place them into an environment in which they would become assimilated, forcibly if necessary, into Canadian society. The kinds of activities that have gone on in the schools are now well documented, and I'm sure those of you who have been following the story of residential schools know of some of them. But the most important and most disturbing part of the school experience was that they almost succeeded. They almost succeeded in taking away the culture of those who were taken there. They almost succeeded in preventing them from learning their languages. And now today we have so many Indigenous youth and young people who are in search of their identity and in search of their language, and not all of whom are succeeding in finding that. And we see those reflected in the large numbers of young people who are taking their own lives, who are dropping out of schools, who are being caught up in the criminal justice system, and who are being caught up in the child welfare system. A legacy of Indian residential schools in this country is a terrible legacy, and it's a difficult one for us to imagine in terms of the impact it had upon those who were there, but it is almost impossible for us to imagine the impact that it had upon us all as Canadians, because we have all been affected by this history. The children who were taken away from their families and placed in those schools, graduates, were told that they were heathens, they were pagans, that they were inferior people, savages, not worthy of respect unless they gave up their way of life and tried to become like those who had come here from another country, tried to assimilate into that society. And though some easily embraced the idea of trying to assimilate, they were still rejected by major elements of society. Laws were passed that made it impossible for many to be able to participate fully in Canadian society. Practices and policies were put in place that created Canada's own apartheid system. And so many young people struggled through society for many years, trying to come to terms with their lives, with their past, and with their future. Not only were those who went to the schools taught that they were heathens, savages, and inferior, but the public schools gave them the same message as well. I know, because I went to a public school. I graduated from a public school. I was at the top of my class in the public school, and in order to be able to attain that level, I had to drink the Kool-Aid. I had to accept the truth of what I was told. And it does something to you. It does something terrible to you, because it makes you deny the validity of your own existence, it makes you deny the validity of your family, the validity of your history, the validity of your stories, the validity of your heroes, and the validity of your past. And because of that, it often makes you deny your own people. But things changed. In the 1970s and 1980s, after the Government of Canada had decided to start closing the schools down, those who had been in the schools decided that something had to be done about the abuses they experienced there, and they went to court. And eventually, after 25 years of struggling, they were able to get some semblance of court victory, and eventually an apology from the Government of Canada and from the churches that ran the schools about what had happened to them there, about what had been done. And so that allowed many families and Canadians to be able to begin to turn a corner in this relationship. But that corner has not yet been turned, that new direction has not yet been found, and our ability to walk that road together has not yet been achieved. And it's because education is so very important to us, and education attainment levels for Indigenous people is still very poor. Funding levels in the schools and Indigenous communities is much less than it is for those who go to public schools in this country. And yet somehow there are successes. We have more university graduates from Indigenous communities today than we have ever had in the past. And those graduates are beginning to lead the way. They are showing what it means to be able to walk in this world while still being true to their culture, to their identity, and to their language, to the extent that they are able to recover it. Education is important for all of us, and we know that, because it helps us to answer 4 questions. And those of you who studied philosophy at the university here for the years that you were here and still managed to have your head screwed on straight will understand what I'm talking about, because Plato talked about the 5 great questions of life. But elders talk about 4 big questions that we all have to answer in terms of how we're educated. One is, where do I come from? What is my history? What is the history of my people? What is our creation story? Because if you know that, that helps you know that you are a valid person, that your people are valid people, that you are connected to this earth, that you have a place here and you belong here, and this place embraces you. And in addition to that, the second big question is, where am I going? It's connected to the first question. But that question, where am I going, it's not just about what's going to happen to me this afternoon or tomorrow. That question is also about what happens after I die. What is our story and our teachings of the afterlife? Because that gives you hope. It gives you understanding. It gives you a sense of responsibility to your life here on this earth. And the third question is, why am I here? What is the purpose of my life? You have heard a bit about mine. My name is Mezenegijik, the one who speaks of pictures in the sky. That name is the name of the spirit that was given to me when I was conceived by the Creator. And in that role that spirit brought to me is my responsibility as well. It is who I am, it is what I do. My responsibility is to talk about things that will help people understand why things are the way they are, and to help people to find answers to the problems that we are facing. And the final and biggest question is, Who am I? That fourth question is the killer question, because you spend all the time trying to figure it out. Sometimes they say that you don't find the answer to that until you actually are leaving this creation. And then you know who you are. Then you find out who you are. But those four big questions are questions that most of Canadian society have no trouble with, because it's reinforced in all aspects of your life. You see it in your television shows, you see it in the movies, you read about it in your books and the stories that you are told. But for Indigenous people, they don't learn that information, not from the schools. And that's why there are those struggles. And so today, that corner that's being turned is about those questions and about answering those questions. And your responsibility is to understand that you too have to turn a corner. As Canadians, as those who will contribute to the future of this country, you too must understand that you have a role to play, not only to support those who are turning that corner with you, but to understand that you yourself and your parents and your ancestors and your heroes have also been affected by this history as well. There's a song by Willie Nelson that's probably more famous in Alberta than it is in Ontario, called "My Heroes Have Always Been Cowboys." It was one of my songs too that I used to love, until I realized that cowboys probably didn't like me. But as we work together now, we will begin to achieve what I call the essence of reconciliation, and that is this. Reconciliation is about understanding that I want to be your friend, and I want you to be mine. And if we can be friends together, if we can work together as was intended when we first encountered each other as peoples, then we will achieve a better place. We will allow this great nation of ours, which I truly love, to be as good as it can be. And you are part of that answer too. You have to learn how to be my friend. That is your challenge. And I have to learn how to be yours. I wish you well in all that you do. I know that you will achieve great success. In this room today, there are future leaders. I don't mean to scare you, but some of you might even be senators someday. I'll try to do what I can to make it a better place for you. But the reality is that it comes from leadership, this change. And you are the ones who are going to lead us, all of you. And you will lead them too, your family, your children, and their children. I am honored to be with you today. You and I are now forever tied together because on this day, we have been recognized and honored together. Miigwech. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sinclair, for accepting this honorary degree. It's actually a great honor for us, the University of Calgary, to confer it. You spoke of leadership. You're a role model for leadership. You lead with dignity and you lead with diplomacy. You're an inspiration for our graduates and our faculty for your ability to give voice to people who otherwise would not be heard. Thank you for your words to us. Congratulations.
Eminent Chancellor, President, on behalf of the faculties of the university, I present these graduates and those in the program who are not at the ceremony today. I ask that they be pledged and admitted to the University of Calgary degrees that they have earned.
As a graduate of this university, you join a worldwide kinship of educated persons who have earned opportunities and responsibilities of leadership and service in their chosen communities. To recognize this affinity, we invite each graduate to stand and join with the thousands who have gone before in making the University of Calgary Graduates Pledge. The pledge is not an oath, but is a solemn expression of your intention to apply your learning and experience positively for the widest benefit. I invite all past graduates of the University of Calgary to support these newest alumni by also standing and affirming a graduate's obligations and ideals. Could I ask all past graduates to also stand in addition to our graduates? It is now my pleasure to introduce our distinguished graduate, Dr. Paulo Federico, who will lead the graduate pledge. Dr. Federico is an associate professor in our university in the departments of clinical neurosciences and radiology. He is a multi-alumnus from the University of Calgary with a BSc honors in zoology, an MSc and PhD in neuroscience, MD, and specialty training in neurology. Later at the Brain Research Institute at the University of Melbourne, Australia, Dr. Federico completed a fellowship focusing on researching and treating epilepsy, and he has become a renowned expert in the field. Currently, Dr. Federico leads an innovative research program at the University of Calgary, where he uses advanced imaging technologies to develop a better understanding of epilepsy and related conditions. Our university community is very proud to count Dr. Federico as one of our distinguished graduates. Please join me in welcoming him to deliver the Graduates Pledge.
Thank you. Graduates, I will now lead you in the Graduate Pledge on the inside back cover of your program. Please follow along and also read aloud. When we finish, you will all say along with me, "This is my pledge." As a graduate of the University of Calgary, whenever my life may take me, I will use my knowledge, experience, and skills to the best of my ability for the well-being of my communities and for the advancement of learning and the public good. I will conduct myself with honesty and integrity, taking responsibility for my actions and respecting the rights, opinions, and dignity of all peoples. I will maintain my competency and keep abreast of developments in my chosen fields. I will strive to better my communities through good citizenship and active participation. I will be a loyal ambassador for my university and will seek to promote its welfare and maintain its reputation. I will honor all who have shared their knowledge with me and will, in my turn, share my knowledge and experience with those who enter my field or come under my direction. In all my dealings, I will endeavor to be known as a person of honor and repute, ever seeking to earn the peace of good conscience. This is my pledge.
By the authority of the statutes of Alberta, and upon the recommendation of our faculties, I admit you to the University of Calgary degrees you have earned and grant you the rights and privileges, powers and responsibilities pertaining to those degrees. Congratulations.
My name is Lisa Young, and I have the privilege of serving as Dean of Graduate Studies. All master's and doctoral students at the University of Calgary are registered in the Faculty of Graduate Studies, but they find their homes in their Faculty of Study. It gives me great pleasure to join with my colleagues, the Deans of Medicine, Law, Nursing, and Veterinary Medicine, in congratulating today's graduates, who are poised to be leaders in research and in professional practice. Eminent Chancellor, by authority of the Council of the Faculty of Graduate Studies, Associate Dean Robin Yates and I have the pleasure to present the following graduates.
For the degree Doctor of Philosophy, Fariba Agajafari. David John Thomas. Monica Sepoyu Martin. Jason Theodore Bao. Jason is also receiving a Doctor of Medicine. James Anthony Cotton. James is also receiving a Doctor of Medicine. Monica Martins Perea Ferreira. Monica is also receiving a Doctor of Medicine. Alexandra Dina Frolkis. Doctor is also receiving, Alexandra is also receiving the Doctor of Medicine. Brandon Mark Heisey. Brandon is also receiving Doctor of Medicine. Ryan Jack Lee. Ryan is also receiving Doctor of Medicine. Taryn Elaine Ludwig. Taryn is also receiving Doctor of Medicine. Nabila Nathu. Nabila is also receiving a Doctor of Medicine. Veronique Ram. Veronique is also receiving a Doctor of Medicine. Tricia Michelle Lichtenberger. Angela Michelle Getz. Brittany Jane Carr. Jennifer Mitchell. Sira Modati Fad. Ling Jie Lau. Zhang Shi. Pei Xiang Lu. Huan J. Chung. Matthew James Jordan. Arash Nabi. Marie Susanna Aurora Palmness. Jamie Elizabeth Fegan. Elizabeth Hannah Fernando. Chelsea Elizabeth Matisse. Sonia Rahal. Tai Wang. Terry James Ross. Colleen Ann Cuthbert. Catherine Linda Ringham. Nicole Mia Toner. David Michael Curran. Alicia Dance. Christina Marie Solis Worsfold. For the degree, Master of Disability and Community Studies, Lee Kelly. For the degree, Master of Laws, Salima Fida Hussein Jan Mohammed. Heather Elaine Leals. Laura Ellen Scott. Geeta Shiran. For the degree, Master of Nursing, Jacqueline Therese Dittmer. Carla Winifred Wild. For the degree, Master of Science, Nida Al-Jazani. Shahil Amin. Dima Abdul Rahim Arafah. Eric Van Tilburg Bernards. Alicia Crocker. Ruth Leonora Diaz. Sean Xavier Dodd. Chelsea Ty Alexandra Doktorchik. Yamila Hasawi. Zara Shirin Gadazi. Esther Kyung Soo Lee. Sang Min Lee. Melissa Ann Moggy. Tina Marie Nash. Alexandra Murney Phillips. Leora Rabatash. Keelan Rivard. Laura Sevick. Shruti Savastava. Kenda Charlotte Swanson. Jianbo Zhang. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2017 from the Faculty of Graduate Studies. Thank you.
Eminent Chancellor, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John Meddings, and it's my privilege to be the Dean of the Cummings School of Medicine. And today we have graduates to present to you from our MD degree, our Bachelor of Community Rehabilitation, and Bachelor of Health Sciences students. And so I want to first address the class of 2017. You guys have been through a lot. It has been a tough several years. You have lots to look forward to. You have done amazingly well. And I have to tell you how proud we are of all of you. You are a credit to the school, and we know you're always going to be. So congratulations. Revel in it today. So we have a special event that we do at each one of these graduations, and that is the recitation of the Hippocratic Oath. And so what I would like to ask is for the students who are graduating with an MD degree to please stand. And if there are physicians in the audience today who would like to renew their oath, I would ask you to stand as well. These are words that have been passed down for centuries, actually, in medicine. They're important words. They're words that have power. And in fact, if you listen to the words, they are the essence of what it is to be a physician. And so I'd like to ask the graduates to repeat after me. Now being admitted to the profession of medicine, I solemnly pledge to consecrate my life to the service of humanity. I will give respect and gratitude to my deserving teachers, and in my turn, I will teach and I will study. I will practice medicine with conscience and dignity. The health and life of my patient will be my first consideration. I will hold in confidence all that my patient confides in me. I will maintain the honor and the noble traditions of the medical profession. I will not permit consideration of race, religion, nationality, ideology, or social standing to intervene between my duty and my patient. I will maintain the utmost respect for human life. Even under threat, I will not use my knowledge contrary to the laws of humanity. These promises I make freely and upon my honor. Congratulations, doctors. Eminent Chancellor, by the authority of the Council of the Cummings School of Medicine, we have the honor to present the following graduates.
Paul Adamiak. Mitchell Baruta. Giselle Botia Cortez. Barry Congdon Jr. Sean Cowan. Boris Enriquez. Rida Kawaja. Karsten Kruger. Johanna McDonnell. Dominic Mudiayi. Aliza Phillips. Amanda Rolla. Irina Roman Manarovich. Nina Sampson. Joshua Schultz. Karis David Sesford. Naushin Walji. Jason Bao, also receiving the Doctor of Philosophy in Medical Science. James Cotton, also receiving the Doctor of Philosophy in Biological Sciences. Monica Martins Faria. Alexandra Frokas, also receiving a PhD in epidemiology. Brandon Mark Hizzy, also receiving the Doctor of Philosophy in Biomedical Engineering. Ryan Lee. Taryn Lending. Nabila Nathu. Veronique Ram, also receiving the Doctor of Philosophy in English.
For the degree Bachelor of Community Rehabilitation, Soila Marie Ayuban, with distinction. Mike James Backer. Singyi Chai, with distinction. Ha Young Choi, with distinction. Sen Yi Madonna Lily Choi, with distinction. Holly Robin Coward, with distinction. Sherry Leanne Dobrowolski. Amy Natasha Evans. Alexandra Marie Franz, with distinction. Samantha Lynn Giltner, with distinction. Tanya Natasha Guzman. Maria Costa Ewanejo, with distinction. Hisham Kamran. Crystal Lim, with distinction. Taryn Lindsay Malcolm, with distinction. Bobby McLeod, with distinction. Alicia Chantal Nagai. Jenny Eugenia Obando. Sarah Anita Ostrom, with distinction. Benedicta Ozigbe. Sonam Kaur Panesar. Amy Elizabeth Patterson. Emma Claire Perry. For the degree Bachelor of Health Sciences Honors in Bioinformatics, Patrick Kazaniashis Chechko. Nathan Eskandor. Aaron Hill Gilmore. For the degree Bachelor of Health Sciences in Bioinformatics, Lanier Capicate Ocampo. For the degree Bachelor of Health Sciences Honors in Biomedical Sciences, Ryan Reginald Abad. Kweku Ado Asafo, first class. Nadia Maria Ajari, first class. Nabila Bahrami, first class. Alexander Richard Butel, first class. Peyton Haley Brand, first class. Vlad Buak, first class. Simon Chen, first class. Patrick Timothy Curry, first class. Nicholas Duan. Tegan Etosha Donald Jones. Godsent E. Hireman, first class. Mark John Hazel, first class. Asha Jessica Hollis, first class. James Edmund Johnston, first class. Cynthia Lamb, first class. Connor Gordon Lengeek, first class. Ashwarya Madhu, first class. Lorenzo Daniel Marcel, first class. Kristen Joy Monnery, first class. Daniel Alexander Musienko, first class. Jessica Naidu, first class. Cynthia Tu Nguyen, first class. Camilla Pietkowski, first class. Brittany Lynn Popowich, first class. Brittany Lynn is also receiving a Bachelor of Science in Anthropology with distinction. Elliot Reichard, first class. Maria Teresa Servito, first class. Mohatar Sheikh. Igor Stukalin, first class. Aaron Paul Shimanowski. Leslie Truong, first class. Nawal Vajid, first class. Un-hee Yu, first class. For the degree Bachelor of Health Sciences in Biomedical Sciences, Christopher Estevan Alvarez. Brennan Michael Haggerty. Tu An Michelle Nguyen. For the degree Bachelor of Health Sciences Honors in Health and Society, Sadia Ahmed, first class. Woo! Shyrose Ajla. Woo! Hilton Timothy Chan, first class. Erica Laurel Fryby, first class. Hannah Marie Holitsky, first class. Erin Brianne Lisitska, first class. Taylor Nicole Rivka, first class. Samantha Marie Siriani. Stephen Singh Tour. Annika Yoga Emma Wynn, first class. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2017 from the Cummings School of Medicine. Thank you.
My name is Ian Holloway, and it's my good fortune to be the Dean of Law here at the University of Calgary. In this anniversary year, in the sesquicentennial anniversary year, we are celebrating the union of 3 British colonies, a union that over time gave birth to a country which now spans from coast to coast to coast, a union that gave birth to our country, Canada. But the work of the Fathers of Confederation, magnificent though it was, remains incomplete. So as we celebrate the legal compact that we call the Canadian Constitution, we need to be mindful of the work that remains to be done, including completing the process of reconciling with Canada's Indigenous peoples. And that work will fall to the women and men today who will soon be walking across this stage. As they take their place as members of the University of Calgary alumni family, they are also joining the fraternity of guardians of the rule of law. They are themselves becoming part of the fabric of our Constitution, and for that, we all should be thankful to them. Accordingly, Eminent Chancellor, by the authority of the Council of the Faculty of Law at the University of Calgary, I have the honor to present the following graduates.
For the degree of Juris Doctor, Medina Angela Abdi. Casey Blair Anderson. Navreet Kaur Ball. Kristen Willow Barham. Sarah Angrad Barker. Shane Pierce Barnes. Courtney Crawford Bond. Spencer Ray Bonetti. Elise Marie Bowie. Lindsay Michael Bolter. Allison Jean Cairns-Walgie. Allison is also receiving a Master of Business Administration. Owen Michael Clark. Owen is also receiving a Master of Business Administration. Tristan James Thornton Cones. Celeste Francis Connell. Samuel Nolan Cowan. Yana Janice Crown. Haley Faye Cudmore. Amanda Nicole Daniluk. Case Lyons de Ritter. Lauren DeGoy. Michael Stephen DeHolis. Jasmine Dollywall. Bryn Ann Doctor. Blair Douglas Ector. Joe Fan. Kieran Fatima. Kyle Thomas Gardner. Krista Winifred Gibson. Carrie Elizabeth Bloxham Greeman. Robert Louis Raymond Hamilton. Benjamin Hardwick Brown. Ben is also receiving a Master of Business Administration. Christopher Michael Meehan Johnson. Rebecca Heather Ray Johnson. Lisa Ann Amy Marie Casper. Julie Kim. Okay, Tiana Magdalena Knight and Kashmir. Jennifer Jacinth LaBelle. Kayla Victoria McIntyre. John Stephen McKay. Andrea Ray McLean. Laura Claire Mayer McMyler. Tushia Malhotra. Valeria Maslova. Susan McDonald. Tyler James Neal McRobbie. James McDonald Malloy. Joanne Carol Mungafuick. Tessa O'Byrne. Inhei O. Sarah Elise Patrick. Sean Alexander Petrie. Stephanie Amelia Ridge. Thomas Robert Savory. Madison Thomas Schwartz. Robert David Sevelrud. Ryan Darrell Shudra. Valerie Simeon. Jaspreet Singh. Sarah Christine Sobere. Alana Rosemary Staunton. Jaspreet Kaur Sunner. Alicia Sarani. Andrina Varela. Megan Vizenten. Emma Delaney Vakaroth. Joel Randall Weens with distinction. Drew Michael Uchuk. Max Ewan. Sean Mark Zubik. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2017 from the Faculty of Law. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Diane Tapp, and it's my privilege to serve as the Dean of the Faculty of Nursing. I'd like to extend my sincere congratulations to each and every one of our nursing graduates. You've worked very hard, and we are immensely proud of your accomplishments. Your nursing career will continue to shape you, to stretch you, and mold you as you continue to become the advocate, the innovator, the change agent, the health promoter, and the compassionate presence that's so greatly needed in our healthcare systems. Nursing is a demanding career, one that requires both courage and leadership. Nurses support people through every transition in life, from birth to death and everything in between. And we know that you are ready for these challenges, and we know that the public is in very good hands in your care. Congratulations. Eminent Chancellor, by the authority of the Council of the Faculty of Nursing, we're honored to present the following graduates.
For the degree Bachelor of Nursing, Ebenezer Besha Abibi. Maria Abuzaid. Ifunana Oluchi Akaranta. Ashraf Amin. Madeline Ann Ballantyne Rice. Mukadus Baluash. Courtney Julianne Battelle. Asa Mali Bernal Contreras. Tia Braun. Jenna Ashley Broder. Amy Elizabeth Brown. Hannah Teresa Brown. Janelle Kaylin Brown. Marl Bulga. Daniel Boone de Coraza Khalid, Jr. Martin Julius de Vera Kalankagian, Jr. Sonia Loy Cameron. Stefani Nicole Karen. Ponpreet Kaur Chathal. Kyla Chan. Anna Laura Chavez Cordero. Amy Chen. Deborah Ann Chung. Derek Chua. Esther Joseon Choi. Allison Jane Churchill. Kendra Erin Collins. Jessica Louise Costain. Shannon Taylor Coots. Sarah Jane Covey. Matea Chen Isler. Carly Rosalind Jacobson. Jenabelle Jean-Denis. Tasha Marie Johnson. Sophia Therese Osera Juego. Caitlin Marilyn Kiwayton. Joanne Kaler. Taryn Marie Kaler. Patricia Yi-Chen Kent. Robin Elizabeth Carr. Sanya Fatima Khan. Ikra Kawaja. Bayang Chul Kim. Stephanie Teresa King. Caitlin Danielle Clamut. Alexandra Brittany Krull. Sarah Ann Ladd. Shams Lalani. Julia Daryl Marley Landry. Yenny Carolina Laura. Christy Shin Se Lau. Carly Grace Lavender. Grace Kyung Lee. Olivia Nicole Lee. Cassidy Huleen Kemke. Yi Ying Lin. Larissa Ray Little. Yi Chun Louis. Kimberly Lowe. Ellie Maria Isabel Lotzi. Mary Catherine Lofthouse. Gracie Nicole Longdo. Jessica Carolyn Lowe. Maja Veronica Lucero. Chinese Francis Madu. Julia Janice Ma. Wei Win Mac. Sophie May Melanfant. Shamanvir Mangat. Mackenzie Thomas Margetts. Irina Marmuta. Morgan Lynn Mason. Kira McAbb. Victoria Lynn McCormick. Fiona Jean Curry. Charlene Amanda D'Souza. Shola Dada. Julia Ashley Daines. Nicole Diana Dale. Samuel Deng. Hillary Claire Diamond. Megan Donahue. Ayin Donnelly. Jordan Rose Dooley. Hufan Du. Julia Carolina Dubinsky. Kimberly Joelle Dueck. Christine Dung. Erin Christine Eady. Jamie Marie Respiritu. Akash Fichadjia. Serena Kate Finston Perry. Kimberly Bryn Fitzgerald. Andrew Forster. Chelsea Paula Jane Franks. Oh yeah, we're a bit. Don't say that into the mic. Natalie Elizabeth Fraser. Carla Garcia Sanchez. Gadir Ghazi. Melissa Genevieve Gingras. Anna Gol Ova Nilava. Hong Yun Gong. Erin Kathleen Gray. Megan Marie Green. Tabeya Gutzman. Nilofer Hasanova with distinction. Stephanie Hoykar Howe. Miranda Jane Hawkins. Winnie Wan Ping Tsung. Marie Antoinette O Huang. David Hun. Aizanoza Titi Lap Emi Idahosa. Nusangura Igente. Muhammad Isra El Haq. Jennifer Chloe Joy McLean. Carol May. Julia Nadine Meyer. Lisa Marie Milo. Sucleen Kar Minkas. Chantal Nicole Moore. Megan Catherine Morrison. Mariam Nassar. Misty Lee Elizabeth Neufeld. Bonnie No. Julia Nguyen. Lindsay Gay O'Brien. Yun Sup O. Kathleen Oliveros. Margaret Louise Omand. Alexandra Joanne Ord. Dasim Jenny Park. Sieran Park. Suman Parmir. Payal Patel. Zoe Victoria Petropoulos. Megan Marguerite Phelps. Rebecca Sean Pollard. Catherine Francis Prentice. Hannah Ruth Priestap. Kristen Ruth Prince. Brianna Marlise Rizzuti. Marta Maria Robichaud. Kimberly Roca. Mark Romero. Sonia Madison Rooney. Melissa Ann Russell. Julia Paige Schaefer. Claire Elisa Schultz. Emily Maria Siderich. Marion Alexandra Sotomil Simon. Hillary Ann Sinclair. Stuart James Singer. Peter Paul Slade. Nicole Elizabeth Slunt. Ainsley Adele Mackenzie Smith with distinction. Taya Madison Smith. Amy Megan Sola. Tracy Diane Spielman Tree. Ashlyn Marie Strangeway. Hafsa Syed. Victoria Ta. Sandra Marie Tate. Emily Tang. Leona Abacott Tesorio. Jordan Ray Thorpe. Ashley Michelle Tessier. Christina Lynn Todd. Janelle Mendoza Torrero. Cynthia Vivienne Truong. Michelle Ngok Truong. Laura Nicole Tupper. Ernestine Uimana. Jonas Daniel Vasquez. Yelena Vukosavalekevich. Shaylin Wang. Yihan Wang. Hannon Nicole Ward. Alexandra Watson. Tiffany Margaret Weigel. Kelsey Kathleen Webster. Anthony Guanshan Wong. Leanne Wu. Ashley Ellen Wood. Kishan Yang. Sarah Young Sion Yu. Faustina Zatera. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class of 2017 from the Faculty of Nursing.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Baljit Singh. I'm privileged and honored to be the Dean of University of Calgary's Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, which is commonly known as UCVM. It's a very young faculty. Today we are presenting the 6th class of Doctor of Veterinary graduates in front of you. It's a young faculty, but it's already ranked among the top 50 in veterinary medical programs globally. It's a community that has been strengthening Albertan and Canadian food production industries, food safety, food security locally and globally, care of our pets, health of the environment through the application of One Health principles. These are the One Health concepts that allows our faculty to work together with colleagues from medicine, nursing, public policy, and variety of other areas to look at very complex problems that we have. My faculty is also forming partnerships with the Aboriginal elders, leaders, and the communities to learn from their wisdom so that we can grow together as Canadians and as human beings. That is my outstanding Faculty of Veterinary Medicine. Eminent Chancellor, by the authority of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, we have the honor to present the following graduates who are prepared and poised to make a difference in the world. I'm doing it. Would the class of UCVM 2017 please rise to recite the oath with me? And also, if there are other veterinarians in the assembly, I invite them to join us in reciting the oath. The oath is on page number 16 of the program. As a member of the veterinary medical profession, I solemnly swear that I will use my scientific knowledge and skills for the benefit of society. I will strive to promote animal health and welfare, relieve animal suffering, protect the health of the public and environment, and advance comparative medical knowledge. I will practice my profession conscientiously, with dignity, and in keeping with the principles of veterinary medical ethics. I will strive continuously to improve my professional knowledge and competence, and to maintain the highest professional and ethical standards for myself and the profession. Thank you. Eminent Chancellor, by the authority of the Council of Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, we have the honor to present the following graduates.
For the degree Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, Lindsay Sabrina Ackert, with distinction. Kelsey Chapman. Ali Yi Chen. Danielle Lindsay Sear, with distinction. Jeffrey Douglas. Jennifer Dawn Flagg. Katrina Frost. Kelsey Gray. Maggie Grover, with distinction. Trina Hancock. Charlotte Hemstock. Keith McLeod. Danielle Elise Montoya. Annika Roxanne Mueller. Christian Petersen. Shannon Marie Phelps, with distinction. Benjamin George Reed. Julie Nicole Reimer with distinction. Brandy Rimmer with distinction. Haley Nicole K. Robbins with distinction. Miriam Elizabeth Schillingford. Blythe Emily Sola. Lana Jane Sween. Melanie Christine Tuplin. Marika Catherine Wagner with distinction. Marley Carland Wilson Wypond. Virginia Wu. Eminent Chancellor, that is the graduating class from 2017 for the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine. Thank you.
Graduates, we recognize your commitment to your studies and to your extracurricular activities. You've worked so hard for so many years. You make us all so very proud. Congratulations, well done.
This ceremony is first and foremost a celebration of your success, and deservedly so, for you are an impressive group of graduates. We're now at the point in the ceremony where we honor, amongst our many graduates, a few for special recognition, students who have excelled in their studies to the point where they're singled out as a medal winner. The details of the medals that we are awarding at this ceremony and the names of the medal winners appear on page 16 of your program. Eminent Chancellor, may I present to you the President, the Platform Party, graduates, and everybody else in attendance here today, the following medal winners. The winner of the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine Gold Medal is Maggie Grover. Maggie has shown a strong interest in organized veterinary medicine. She served as the student representative to the Alberta Veterinary Medical Association, writing articles in their bi-monthly newsletter, and won the Student Leadership Award in 2016. Maggie has also volunteered with organizations such as Veterinarians Without Borders in Kenya as a summer intern, the Calgary Humane Society, and the Student Youth Program to help elementary students develop reading skills. Maggie took a keen interest in research, working on several projects, such as evaluating the safety and efficacy of drugs in bighorn sheep, comparing inertial sensors in lame dogs, and evaluating the quality of colostrum and immunity in beef cattle. Maggie is planning to complete an internship at the Calgary Animal Referral and Emergency Center in South Calgary to pursue her career plans in small animal medicine and surgery. Congratulations, Maggie. From the Cummings School of Medicine, the winner of the Silver Medallion in Community Rehabilitation is Emily Chai. Also from the Cummings School of Medicine, the winner of the Silver Medallion in Health and Society, Anika Wynn.
Our final award today is the University of Calgary President's Award for Excellence in Student Leadership. Established in 2008, the President's Award for Excellence in Student Leadership is the highest honor a graduating student can receive in recognition for combining excellent academic achievement with outstanding leadership on campus. Eminent Chancellor, President Cannon, I would like to present Nilufer Hasanova for a President's Award for Excellence in Student Leadership. She is graduating today with a Bachelor of Nursing with distinction. Combining her passions for improving children's health and the quality of students' experiences, Nilufer has impacted communities both locally and abroad. Earning a Canadian Queen Elizabeth II Diamond Jubilee Scholarship, Nilufer participated in a 3-month maternal health internship in hospitals and villages in and near Kampala, Uganda. On campus, she has supported student success through a number of contributions, including as the Faculty of Nursing representative for the Students' Union, a community advisor for students in residence, mentor through the Emerging Leaders Program, and senior tour guide for campus tours. Graduates, colleagues, family, and friends, please join me in congratulating Nilufer Hasanova, this year's recipient of a President's Award for Excellence in Student Leadership.
Ladies and gentlemen, family and friends who have come from far and wide, thank you for attending this convocation ceremony and supporting our graduates. What a pleasure it's been for me and for you to see these accomplished women and men cross our stage. Thank you to our esteemed faculties, the Faculty of Graduate Studies, the Cummings School of Medicine, the Faculty of Law, the Faculty of Nursing, and the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine. To our honorary degree recipient, Dr. Murray Sinclair, congratulations, and thank you, Murray, for your thoughtful address. You are an inspiration. To our Order of the University of Calgary recipient, Joanne Mungafuk, congratulations, you are someone we look up to with the highest regard. And congratulations to all of our medal winners from the Cummings School of Medicine, Mohammed, Emily, Anika, from the Faculty of Law, Regan from the Faculty of Nursing, Lana from the Faculty of Veterinary Medicine, Maggie, and again, the President's Award recipient, Nilufer. Thank you to our orator, Patrick Finn, for your moving citation for Dr. Sinclair. Spring Convocation wouldn't be the same if it weren't for music. Thank you to Alf Miller, our piper, the University of Calgary Johnny Summers Quintet, under the direction of Edmund Agopian, and our vocalist, Joelle Welling. Thank you all. A special thank you to our marshals, George and Glenn. We couldn't do it without you, and all of your staff and ushers, the sound team and comm media, and all the staff and volunteers from our offices who work behind the scenes to make such a convocation unfold so smoothly. To our graduates, through this ceremony, we've recognized your years of hard work and your determination in your studies. You have stayed the course, and we're proud of everything that you've accomplished. Tonight, is a day of celebration. So take photos with your family and friends, cherish the memories that you've made along the way, savor the moment, have fun, and be safe as you celebrate. You've done it. You're a University of Calgary graduate, a distinction that you'll carry with you for the rest of your life. I'm proud to be an alumnus of the University of Calgary and honored now to be associated with you as alumni. I declare this convocation closed. Please stand for the departure of our processions.